Alright, this is my first time doing this, but happy Monday. It's currently October 21st, Monday, 1:14 p.m. Today is chest day. I'm honestly doing these for my mental health. Haven't been doing too good, and I mean, one thing that really had me happy was working out, and also working out with people. Thing is I'm too socially awkward to reach out and ask people if they want to work out, and also because not really my thing. I like to focus on the lift, but I just haven't bumped into anybody that's able to focus as much as me. Either that. No, it's just me. I just don't like talking to people. But today's chest day. Focusing on triceps for the push factor, and as well as the middle and upper pectoral. I need more development in the upper. But we're starting off today decently strong. So far we have around 52 grams of protein we have for breakfast, including 2 cups of whole milk, and as well as a serving of Cookie Crisps. I didn't really track it, but so far I'm just running off of that, and also a little bit of pre-workout. And yeah, it would have been better to have maybe a carb-heavy breakfast, maybe something with a little more sodium too. Maybe I could have had a banana, but that's why I want to record and start making these videos, so I can start tracking myself and see what I could be doing better, physically, mentally, and also just motivationally and mentally. I think I already said mentally, but definitely want to start getting on track again. Definitely want to start having a motivation to wake up in the morning, and definitely want to have a motivation to keep pushing myself to do more, especially in school, especially constantly doubting myself and seeing my struggles. I feel like a failure rather than this is just a part of life. And this is one way that really got me out of that mentality a while ago. So we're just starting back with it. We're going to be warming up with tricep pull downs, and of course I'll be recording that. And following that, we are going to get into a nice bench warm up. Stick with a solid weight, maybe for around 4 to 5 sets, probably 4 sets. And then from there, moving into an incline. And then we'll go back and do a working set of bench press. And then from there, we'll base it off whatever else needs to work. Excuse me. But we're just gonna see how it goes. Now, a little bit about me. Currently a freshman in college. It's kind of why I also wanted to start these and actually try and commit and start doing these maybe daily, or just every time I work out, or anytime I really just need. But freshman year of college, I hopped right in after high school, and it is completely different. It's actually pretty stressful, but it's stressful because of all the change. Sorry, I'm adjusting my duffel bag right now because my water jug's stabbing me in the thigh. But do I regret it? Absolutely not. This is for education, and because I do want to make my parents proud. And I mean, going to college is fun. It's nice. You get to meet a lot of amazing people. You get to learn a lot of cool things. But there's just personal struggles here and there that really differentiate if you're going to succeed or not. Like for me, I struggle very much with my attention span, especially with ADHD. It's very difficult to stay on one task. I end up starting like 4 different tasks. I'll start task A, B, and C, and D, and then I'll only end up completing B, partially completing A, not even getting started on C or D. And I know I need to get them done, but that's just a personal struggle. And in all honesty, it's everything that you make it. I also struggle with kind of being alone, and that's why recording is one of the things that kind of helped me in the past before. I struggle with being alone because I think too much, and if I record, I'm able to focus and I'm able to verbally lay out my thoughts and it really helps me focus, and as well as helps me stay on track of what positive mentality I should be having. But that's why I should probably be socializing more, so I'm okay and I can have a social group, because I used to be very social. It's just now, I mean, I keep to myself. All I do is lift, all I do is go to school, go home, and then catch up on macros, and that's really it. And it's a good lifestyle. I like it. I'm sorry, there's runners and incredible runners, but other than that, I just feel like kind of staying. The days have been being blended together because, well, it's just a constant loop of go to school, go work out, go home, eat, shower, homework, sleep, and it just kind of all gets blended together. And it doesn't really feel really good, and that's what's going to really make me lose motivation. And, well, as I said, it's a personal struggle. I do need to work on it, but I mean, this is just one step into another journey. I tried to be social in the wrong ways, like going to the club, going out to parties. And the thing is you mimic, well, me personally, what I've noticed with people with ADHD, you mimic the people you're around. And being around those people that just like to party, don't get me wrong, it's fun every once in a while. But you shouldn't be surrounding yourself with those people, because then you're going to be mirroring their actions. And usually, typically, statistically speaking, people that go out more than 4 to 5 times a week aren't going to be succeeding as often as people that go out maybe, let's say, like 3 to 4 times a month, or maybe going out like once a week. They're not going to be as focused on school, personal goals, mental goals, because, well, they're focusing on going to the club, they're focusing on getting girls or guys, and they're focusing on things that are going to be giving temporary satisfaction rather than, well, success. And I saw that when I went to a club here where I live. And don't get me wrong, it was fun. I didn't like make it a shit show and be like, oh, this is stupid. No, I genuinely did have fun. But there were moments where I'd snap out of it and my ears would start ringing. I couldn't hear the music anymore. And all I saw was just people. Drunk people, lustful people. And me just seeing that in front of me and realizing, sorry, I'm getting my ID right now so I can walk in. But realizing that really opened my eyes and really had me thinking, is this really what I want to do every weekend? Or is this really what I get excited for? Is to be around a bunch of drunk, stupid people? And I'm not saying I'm not stupid. I am pretty dumb time to time. But these people are willing to give up and risk their entire life, maybe sleeping with a girl, maybe drinking and driving, maybe doing something out of the ordinary that shouldn't be done just for one night. They'd be willing to risk so much. And when I was standing in that club, I was like, I'm no better than anybody here, because I'm here and I'm standing here and I'm dancing and I'm partying and I'm with these girls and yada yada. It doesn't make me any better than anybody there. I can't say that I'm better than those people because I was there with those people. And it just really had me thinking. As I said, do I really want this? And I really don't. But the reason why I did it is because I wanted something different, something out of the ordinary to break the cycle of just my life. And I feel like I just need something, a positive reinforcement in order for my life not to feel like a cycle. And one of those things that were a positive reinforcement were videos and vlogging and posting on Instagram. But the thing with Instagram is you feel overwhelmed. There's so much, and then there's all these things on your For You page that shouldn't be there. But the thing is you fall into them because of the dopamine rush, and it's just a whole thing. And I mean,
you just need a healthy way to vent your negative emotions, and you need a healthy way to voice out your thoughts. And I've tried different ways, writing, like mainly writing. I can't do. I can't sit down and just sit there and write. I really can't. I've really tried, and I just physically can't get myself to sit there and just be like, oh, let me write about my feelings today. No. I've always been a person to make videos because, one, I'm really insecure about my handwriting, and two, I've never, I have a poetic side, but no, it's mainly just because I'm insecure about my handwriting. I really don't like my handwriting. And yeah, it's like, oh, you can practice. I've practiced a lot, and it still looks like shit, but it's also because I've really fucked up hands, and not like visibly, but internally my joints are horrible. I've cut my hands multiple times, and this one time I even cut in the joint. I have a scar on my finger from that, and that's what really has me thinking. Like maybe vlogging and video taking isn't so bad. In all honesty, I don't mind it at all. It actually makes me pretty happy to physically see myself in the camera and to be able to just be like, oh, right, this is what I'm doing to make myself better. And I can physically see my thought process, and I can physically see my physical process. And it does bring a huge smile to my face because, as I said, I can physically see everything going on. But anyways, I just set my stuff down. Mentioned to put some stuff in my duffel bag. But I just set my stuff down. Today's chest day. We're going to be warming up with tricep extensions so we can warm up our triceps for bench press. Since we're going to be doing, first we're going to be doing normal grip, and second we're going to be moving to wide grip. And wide grip focuses on the mid-pectoral section more than regular grip, simply because you're stretching out your pectorals more. And that helps not only growth, of course, no shit, you're working out, but it helps with, one, a little bit of flexibility, and two, it helps focus more on the chest rather than focusing on like the tricep and a little bit of your shoulder. Your shoulder isn't supposed to extend. I'm not saying that, sorry. Really bad at explaining that part. But when you focus on the wide grip of a bench press, it's supposed to help with the midsection of your pectoral. So that way the push motion, focusing on your chest, starts becoming more easier over time. And you also train your triceps with that, so you're able to enhance the push when you're doing the normal grip. So I mean, you'll be able to see it later. Maybe I'm explaining it terribly. In all honesty, it makes sense for me. I forgot to put my fucking glasses away. It makes sense to me. But I'm sure once you physically see it, then hopefully you'll understand. And I mean, maybe I suck at explaining, but it is what it is, and I'll get better at it. Sponsor me, Celsius. I don't drink energy drinks very often, but when I do, they're pretty good. This one's my favorite one, the sparkling strawberry dragon fruit. Shit's fucking gas. But, I gotta put the camera down because, gotta put my glasses away. So, definitely gonna be this warm up. It's gonna be good. I finished my energy drink first. Shit, gas. What I'm not doing today is running because, well, I just want to get straight into the lift. I haven't been doing too good, as I've said, and I mean, you can probably see it. I haven't been doing too good, but I just kind of want to get straight into the lifts. I'm going to go look for the push-down attachment, and we're just going to get straight into it. I'm going to be yapping here and there, and I mean, it's just explanation because I like explaining the things I'm doing. Excuse me. I like explaining the things I'm doing because, as I said, it helps me clarify my thought process, and as well as assists me with, well, just keeping on track. So, sorry. Oh, you want to work in?
I'm good.
You good? Oh, okay. I guess I was gone for too long. Kind of feel bad. All right, so we're starting off with tricep extension, and we are using the, I like to call it the V attachment. Helps out a lot with focus. Let me clarify now, focus, isolation. So one thing that really helps me get a pump, a nice squeeze / focus, is one, not only focusing on the muscle itself, but two, directly, if I can explain it right, being directly, keeping the bar straight down, or keeping the rope straight down, keep your shoulders up, back, and down, and you lock the elbow where it's supposed to be. So that when you're doing the extension, right, you're pushing down and you're keeping the elbow in the same spot, and that's isolating the entire tricep. So you get that nice push factor, and when you come up, stretch, get that nice forearm squeeze, and then repeat the process. That's why it's making a good warm up. Get a nice push, come up, relax, stretch, repeat the process. And well, from there, you just get a nice working set. Now I am going to pause the camera and just keep hitting my set. So I mean, I guess I'll see y'all after this workout, and then from there we'll check see how we feel, and then we'll move on to the next. We're hitting 4 sets of 15, nice slow movements, and I'm really excited to see how today's pump is. All right, so now we'll move on into bench press. I'm actually adjusting to that right now, but as I'm adjusting, I'm going to be explaining, so bear with me. Never mind, can't put it right there. I'm just going to use raw footage in all honesty. I'm not going to be editing for a good while, but alright, so with this bench press, first I'm going to be starting with normal grip. Normal grip is, well, thumb away from the line, thumbs back, whatever. You put thumb forward, doesn't really matter. Well, it kind of does development when it comes in the long run, especially when it comes to development. Whether I like to use no thumb because it helps develop your wrist strength, mainly with stability, so you don't have to use things like wrist straps. And what wrist straps do, all they do is tighten the entire wrist and provide more stability. It's kind of like think of a building and how it has rebars in between the concrete. It just provides more stability and more structure, and that way when you're benching, your wrist doesn't mess up, or it doesn't fold back, or it doesn't fold forward, and you end up snapping the ligament. But so this one, as I said, let me put on the clips before they get mad at me, because I'm a very forgetful person, as you guys have seen. Forgot to put my glasses away, and if you noticed, I changed out my headphones. I have different pairs of headphones for the gym, simply because it's part of my routine, and I really can't. If I work out with other headphones, I will physically start tweaking out. I don't know what it is, but my ears feel weird, and I start shaking my hands, and I just don't like it. I really don't like it. It's kind of like a pet peeve, I guess. I just don't like breaking the routine. That's why I'm trying to develop a good routine, so that way when that one's in effect, I can't break that one. But anyways, so as I'm yapping, this is, as I said earlier, this is going to be focusing on the mid-pectoral, and of course, still working the triceps since it is a push movement still. And from here, we're going to be focusing on wide grip. I'm actually probably going to do a set on camera just so you can kind of see. But I just like doing bench press simply because, one, it's basic. Two, it's really comfortable. And I'm not going to lie, I think it's pretty fun. But that's just me. Of course, everybody has their opinion. Me personally, I just prefer to go to bench. So I'm going to do full sets of 12. Get a nice stretch, get a good warm up. And then from there, just continue with the workout, continue with the lift, and I guess just I'm sure y'all can notice the imbalance, or at least the shaking. When it comes to lifting, shaking's completely normal. If I'm not mistaken, it's just your body pushing as much blood as it can to the muscle, because I guess you don't warm it up enough, and that's what causes the shaking. I'm most definitely probably wrong. I'll do more research on that. Probably, maybe. But it's a normal thing. Completely normal. Now the imbalance, in all honesty, I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the form right. But from a good piece of advice that I was told, touch the like kind of lower middle of your chest, and the second you feel it, push up like you're pushing a car off you. That's what really got me going. And then for incline bench, a good tip I was told was you're pushing it up. Like, rather than pushing it directly up, you're kind of like scooping it up. Once we get into that, I'll try and show a visual representation. But I'm gonna finish the rest of the 3 sets that I have, and I'm gonna keep this weight. I'll probably go up by maybe like 10 pounds, but this is still warm up, so I'm gonna worry too much about it. But keep y'all updated. I am not gonna lie, I got a little sidetracked. Ended up completely forgetting to record around 2 sets of incline, but we got 2 more sets, so it's okay. But taking on a decent incline, I'm not gonna lie, I like to put it a little behind so I can kind of like scoop it up. But this helps with upper pectoral development, and as well, of course, working triceps since it is a push movement. But different variations. I'm focusing on wide grip, but I think I'm gonna do close grip, focus on the tricep a little more, just keep it nice and pumped, and then I guess from there move on to another tricep pull down, probably do bar push down. So I'm really out of breath. Actually, no, I'm not really out of breath. This is a really cute girl, and she keeps staring at me. It's making me nervous, but I can't really focus. But it's okay. Anyways, I'm gonna continue recording the set, but basic movement. I enjoyed a lot. I'm staying at the same weight. Still gonna do wide grip. Get a nice stretch in, get a nice good pump feeling, and well, I really like to stretch the back down, so it really resets me, and then gets me ready for the next set. But that's what I'm gonna be doing for probably another set, and then we'll move on from there. But I'm most likely move into a compound, probably a pushover movement, really focus on the triceps, and maybe superset it on push-ups. Other than that, I think I might be sticking on bench for a minute. But that's just me though. Alright, so finished up with incline bench. Took a quick quote-unquote bathroom break. Well, quick, quote-unquote quick bathroom break. And now we are hitting tricep push down with the easy bar. Simply for the, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this triggers the short head. Straight bar triggers the entire tricep, while this focuses on the short head. And I'm gonna be doing this and then going into the straight bar. So I'm probably gonna do 3 working sets and then 2 working sets of the straight bar. And this is really gonna tear up my triceps. Same thing as with the other tricep workout. Keep the bar. You wanna keep your elbows in the same place at all times, right? Straight, get a nice stretch, and you pull down. And what you notice is my elbows are not moving. Physically, like, yeah, you are doing a push motion like this, but I mean my elbows aren't moving forward or back, locked in the same spot. You get a nice good stretch, and then you push down completely, and that isolates the tricep, and as well as gives a lot of tension. So if you look at the muscle fibers themselves, are like gently snapping and gently breaking. It just adds more of a pump, more of an isolation, and it really helps out, especially since I just kind of lost my pump. And also another really good thing to keep a pump, hydrate during your workout. I'm not going to break it down because honestly, I don't know why. I'm assuming that when your body kind of uses the water itself, since we use oxygen, I don't know. I sound like I'm talking out of my ass. I'm most likely am, but make sure to stay hydrated during your lift. You don't want to feel like crap. You don't want to get cramps, and you don't want to be dehydrated, because then you can end up in the hospital. So, as I said, I'm going to do 3 working sets of this, and then we're going to move into straight bar. I'll start recording again during the straight bar, but for now, just focusing on getting that pump back for a nice good push motion. So, word. All right. So, I hit another 4 sets of bench, 4 sets of 12, and then finished off with some dumbbell incline press for shoulders, and as well as some shoulder raises and some push-ups. I was able to do 8. I did push-ups to see how much energy I have left, but we're good. Check the pump. Yeah, I mean, this is the best. I've had better, or I've looked anabolic as fuck, but right now, it's okay. Do I like it? Yeah, still pretty solid pump. Definitely good work for sure. But me personally, I think I could have done a lot more, especially with arms. But I mean, it's not arm day, it's chest day, so other than that. Other than that, I mean, I guess pretty solid, but definitely have more to do, especially with shoulders. I gotta work on traps. Probably do shoulder press. Definitely work on those, but I'll do that and probably later today, just to make sure that my triceps are definitely worked. Other than that, pretty solid training there. Still pretty good, but could definitely do more, for sure. That concludes day 1 of the road to the Olympia. Alright, so end of chest day today, and was ending it off, but it's just like a little bonus edition, because I mean, I was thinking about it. Why do I work out? And I've been working out since 2020 to 2021. So I've already been working out for a few years. And I look at myself and I ask, why do I like working out? And part of me was like, because it's a part of your routine. You can't break the routine. But I like working out because I like seeing myself grow. I like seeing myself grow mentally and discipline-wise, because there's days where I don't want to work out, yet I get up and I go lift, or I'll get up and I'll get a meal in, or I'll get up and I do something I don't want to. But the thing is, I want to work out. It's not like I don't. I work out because I like to see myself grow physically, but I still feel like I'm missing something. I still feel like I don't like myself. And it's because I need to grow mentally and discipline-wise. Because before, I was incredible. I was everything I wanted. But it was because I was fueled off anger and envy and just pure hatred. And after the fire ceased and my hatred grew to nothing but ash and rubble, what am I fueled off of now? I'm fueled off of the craving of wanting to grow but I don't feel like I'm growing. But that's because I'm not putting in the effort to grow the right way. I'm growing physically, I'm gaining muscle, I'm gaining weight, but I'm not gaining wisdom. I'm not gaining knowledge. I'm not gaining a good mental status because I'm not disciplined, because I'm not fueled off anger. The thing with discipline is the reason why you do something to better yourself is because you don't like yourself. Because in my case, anyways, it was because someone didn't like me for me. And I started hating myself for that. Because I didn't like me, because that caused me to go through all that. But it wasn't my fault. It was not my fault. It was simply just meant the way it was supposed to be. And there's nothing I could do for it. I can't just keep drilling myself and causing so much pain to myself because I'm not angry anymore. I'm not envious anymore. I just want to grow and I want to be my own person and live my life. But I can't live my life and wait until it's perfect. I need to make it perfect. And it was really having me thinking, because I really started losing myself again to the dopamine rush of fucking going out, socializing. Well, socializing isn't bad, but when you prioritize that over everything else, that's when it gets bad. I was prioritizing fucking social media. I was scrolling for hours without realization. And I would sit down to do something and my attention span simply just couldn't do it. As I said, I'd struggle and I'd start multiple tasks without focusing on one. And it just really had me think, why am I doing this? It's because I want to see a change, but I'm going to have to change something in order to see it. And this was the start of it. If I want to be in the Olympia, then I'm going to have to image myself in the Olympia, but what sacrifices am I going to have to make to get there? And that's going to be sacrificing the things that give me temporary satisfaction. I'm going to have to sacrifice things that I shouldn't be thinking, oh, I have to sacrifice this. But I'm willing to put what I need first, because priorities come first. I need to mentally build myself to be just disciplined, not fueled off anger, not fueled off I hate myself. No, just fueled off of I need to grow and I want to change. The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the second best time is now. And in order to see the tree grow, you're going to have to plant it. And whether it was today, whether it's tomorrow, you need to do it. Because if you don't, it's never going to grow, because you never started in the first place. And I want to leave this off on like a mental note for me, and also whoever watches, a mental note for them. But don't hate yourself because of someone else or something else. Hate yourself because you hate yourself. If you don't like yourself and you look at, like I look in the mirror, I see my bags, what do I think? Oh, I look tired, I look drained. Why do I have the bags? Because I stay up playing video games and not getting the rest I should. What else do I not like? I don't like how skinny I am or how small I am. What can I do? I can eat more, I can get up on time, I can start my metabolism first day in the morning. What else do I not like about myself? I can keep going on and on and on, but at that point I'm just going to be fucking trauma dumping, and I'm not trying to do that. Not trauma dumping, just fucking pick me, and I'm not trying to sound like a pick me. I genuinely don't like myself for reasons, and I want to change that viewpoint, because I can fucking sit on the couch crying about, oh, this sucks, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I physically am. But that's not going to change anything. That's just going to be me wasting energy fucking crying over the couch for no reason. There's a reason, but it's not a good reason. So I want to put that energy and that fuel. I don't like my puffy face. All right, then we're gonna start boxing. I don't like the way my back and my shoulders look. All right, well then we're hitting fucking deadlifts and shoulder press. I can keep going. As I said, I have to plant the tree, and I'm sick and tired of looking at myself and just shaking my head and just pure disappointment. I'm not trying to be a failure to myself, nor am I trying to be a failure to my family. I've been blessed with so much in my life, physically and genetically. So why am I going to put that all to waste just because I mentally put myself in a spot where I'm struggling? I put myself in this spot. My mom didn't put me in this spot. My dad didn't put me in this spot. My fucking great uncle Juan didn't put me in this spot. No, I put myself in this spot. So the only way for me to get out of it is for me to pull myself out. Because at the end of the day, no one else is going to be there besides your family and you. And right now, I'm not saying my family's not there, but I am saying that I'm the one that's going to make the change. My mom, my dad, anyone can tell me everything I want, but at the end of the day, it's going to be my choice. And my choices have been fucking stupid. They've been fucking stupid. So at some point, I was going to realize, and I'm glad it wasn't too late, but I'm not being a fuck up. I'm going to be the best man I can be. And I'm going to make that fucking Olympia. And everyone that doubted me, and everybody that double thought me, including myself, I'm going to prove wrong. I'm going to prove to myself that I can make the Olympia. I'm going to prove to myself that I can grow. I'm going to prove to myself that I can love myself. Because no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter what, you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. No matter how quiet and how lonely it gets. But at the end of the day, it's just going to be you. But that was the end. This is the actual end of the first day one to the Olympia. Is it going to be a few years? Abso-fucking-lutely. Am I staying natty? Fuck yeah, I am. Because I want to see myself to my potential. And if I'm be making the Olympia, well shit, I better plant the tree now or else I'm fucked. But this was the end of chest day. Chest day. Tomorrow is going to be back day. Or arm day. I think arm day. Arm day would be more optimal. And we'll pick it up right where we left off. So if you take at least one thing from this video, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, but the second time to plant a tree is today. But I'll see y'all, and just keep it real with yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Because if you lie to your own face, well shit, that says a lot about how truthful you are.